The last task asks me to make a different type of chart, to make a pie chart. Simple thing, just pupils' favourite colour, number of pupils who that was their favourite colour. So 5 pupils' favourite colour was blue, 3 was green, 3 were red, 6 were pink, and 3 were purple. And we want to show that as a pie chart and look at how we can make the colours match. So if we want to use particular colours for particular data, how can we make that match up? Well, I no longer need this table. I don't really want to use this at all. I want something new. So it's not a copy of this table I want. And I want File, and I want a new spreadsheet. And up it comes. And I'm going to call this Favourite Colours, if it's going to let me. Beg your pardon. There we go. And I want to get the data from my task 4. So I should be able to select this, except I sort of can't. Okay, so that's a problem. I might just have to type it in, because you can't always, not every single location will actually allow you to copy data from it. Okay, so in my particular case, I'm going to go back to this one here where I can copy it because I'm being lazy. You can always download this and do the same thing. So I can go to favorite colors and edit, and I can just try ordinary paste, and that's worked fine. So if you're feeling lazy like me and you just want to be able to copy that, one of the things you can do is download it. So I can download it as a PPTX, in other words, download it as a standard PowerPoint show or as a PDF. A PDF will do. If I click on download as a PDF, it might take a second or two to come up, but then the PDF will come up, and when it does come up, see that it is there, I can click on that and it'll come up, hopefully at some point, and then you'll be able to copy in data from there. Okay, so again, same thing, I can now copy that. So if it doesn't come up directly, I can copy that there, and favorite colors, if I try this here now and I go edit and paste, all comes in one space. We've seen this before, that's okay. In that case, it's edit and paste special, the values, and then it comes in, and then we have to use data and split the text into columns using, this is going to be interesting, a space. Oh, that's not right though. That's not what I want that to do. So you do also have to be careful with copying and moving data around. This lot, that's fine because there's only 2 things in a column. So if I go data and split text into columns with a space, it does it fine. This one, now what I'd actually do here is literally copy that and then into this space, Control V to paste, and then just edit. So that one, put the R back in, and in this one I just want number of pupils. So copying and pasting data isn't always a perfect thing to do. Okay, so I'm actually going to remove that lot from my spreadsheet. Now I've also got a couple of other problems with this. It doesn't really look very nice. The data's spilling out the side, so I can drag the columns wider so the whole thing fits in on both of them. That's okay, but yeah, okay. I'm going to center that, so I'm going to put that into the center, and I don't really like the way that that's quite so wide. So what I can do here is another trick, which is make the text go onto a new line when it gets quite wide, and that's called text wrapping. So I can go on to format and text wrapping and say I'd like you to wrap around. So if I now make the column narrower, the text wraps underneath itself. I do the same on this column. If I drag that back, it now just doesn't fit. And if I go on to format and text wrapping and wrap, it goes above itself. So I can sort the data out. Next, I want to take all of this data and I want to turn that into a pie chart. So insert chart, and it comes in with the wrong sort of chart. That's not the sort of chart I want, but luckily it's got all the data here that I can use. So I don't want a stacked column chart, I want a pie chart. Now this isn't what I want my pie chart to look like. I want my pie chart to have the colours right, and I don't want these things on the edge at the moment. I'm just going to leave them in for the sec. Okay, and I'm going to go to customize, and I'm going to go to series. And the series now allows me to change the colours on a pie chart. So blue, well, blue is blue, that's not a problem. But green, click on the arrow and change that to green. And now I like green to be actually green. And I would like red to be actually red. And I'd like the pink to be, that pink will do me. And then I'd like the purple to be, well, that's more of a plum to me, but I'm going to go for that, more that sort of purple. Okay. Now I also don't like these things around the outside. Okay, so if I want to get this back, I just double click on the graph, and I can now go to customize and say want to look at the titles. Okay, so the pie chart, I want to look at the titles here. So the chart title at the moment is number of pupils, and I'd like to change that to favorite color. I can of course change the font. I can have that into Homer instead. I can make the size bigger or smaller as I might want. I can make the color different, so I might want to put the title in blue. Okay. And finally, these things around the outside, I don't really want those. So if I look at the chart itself, I can look at the legends, and I can say that on the legends, okay, I want none, and they just disappear. Or I can move them somewhere else, so I can actually say I'd like the legends to be at the top. So blue, green, red, pink appear at the top, and obviously I could do that with the bottom, left or right. But I can also have the labels, whichever I want, but I personally think I'm just going to have none. Okay, so that's my favorite color bar chart. I've changed the colors, I've changed the title, I've changed the style of the graph, and that's what I want it to be like.